Hello guys, this is your King of the hello Archfiends of Chaos, this is your King of the Night, it's Valentine EX Turk, and another with the Final Fantasy segment. And we're going back to 15 again. Even though I had to open up a Final Fantasy 7 TCG Vincent Valentine card in the last video. I guess we're doing videos back to back for some reason. But anyways, that's what the program is Saturday, because tomorrow I'll be way too busy. I'll be way too busy to do it tomorrow, so I'm going to put a thumbnail on this thing. Tomorrow I'm going to be way too busy, so because I'll be watching the Super Bowl, you know, and stuff like that, getting ready for the Super Bowl, so I'm not going to be making any more videos. So now we're going to be talking about the Final Fantasy 15 subject. Is Ardyn Izunia the true puppet master of the Niflehime Empire? Is he the true commander of the Niflehime Empire? There's actually two answers to this. Yes and no. He was only appointed Chancellor by Ideolus Aldercrapt to become, Chancellor. He was promoted by Ideolus Aldercrapt, and I think possibly because he knew about the ties. I think it's possible because he knew about the ties that Ardyn really had to the Lucius Caelum household, because he would probably tell him he's originally a Lucius Caelum, which would work in the benefit of the enemy. Because Niflheim and the Kingdom of Izunia have always been enemies for years, and have always had wars. Now, Ardyn was the guy who spoon-fed Ideolus the idea to kill the Astrals and become a demon king and rule the world. Even though Ideolus was a failure, he was not as strong as Ardyn. Because remember, Ardyn got to attain his human form and immortality that he never wanted. Immortality, as Ideolus turned into a demon. Yeah, he was a lot stronger than his human form, but he was a failure compared to Ardyn Lucius Caelum. But it was thanks to Ardyn's ideas. Even he said himself that it was his idea. Like, it wasn't his idea to create the Niflheime Empire. It was actually, Ideolus Aldercrapt and possibly his father and his grandfather, so on and so forth in the generations of Aldercrapts before Ideolus. I'm sure that probably Ardyn has met Ideolus' father at least. And those ties probably helped him get into the Niflheime Empire like he was able to. That's probably what helped him get to the Niflheime Empire. Now, why is this significant? Because Ardyn, not only with those ties, got in and became Chancellor because how much he knew about the Lucius Caelums as well as Niflheime's original regime, but he would also have given information and spoon-fed information that there's a greater power than just the crystal, that there's a greater power and Ideolus Aldercrapt is power-hungry, completely power-hungry and greedy. Because of that, that's why he got appointed as Chancellor of Niflheim. Because if it wasn't for Ardyn's ideals that was taught to Ideolus, Ideolus wouldn't know what to do. I mean, Ideolus would just try to still get the crystal, but he'd think that'd be the ultimate power, which is not the ultimate power, and then he'd get misconstrued and probably beat easily by Noctis and them. While, it's best to have a guy that's stronger than Noctis, which is Ardyn Lucius Caelum. So, with that in play, Ardyn is the one who spoon-fed Ideolus the idea that if he kills the Astrals, becoming an immortal demon king, he would gain more power than the crystal would ever have. And knowing Ideolus' mindset through Kingslave and Final Fantasy 15, that stuff is what Ideolus likes. Ideolus likes that. Ideolus is like, you know what, this is better than the crystal. I mean, he'd still need the crystal. He said he'd still need the crystal, but, that would be just a cover-up. That would be just a cover-up. Like in Kingslave, that crystal thing, that was just a cover-up. Even though really he wanted the crystal so he can use it to get this power. But Ideolus is probably like, you know what? I like your ideas, Ardyn. I like your ideas. Promote Ardyn Izunia as Chancellor of Niflheim immediately. It's effective now. because he would like the idea that he can gain more power. Because if you guys don't remember, Ideolus is power hungry. He's just a power hungry dude. You know, his evil comes from being greedy. And Ardyn comes here saying that you can gain more power. It's just like, I don't know how to put this way. Telling a greedy billionaire there's another way to get even more money than in the billions by this idea. They said spoon-fed idea. That's what actually manipulated that billionaire to go get the more money. Well, it's the same thing with Ideolus. Ideolus was completely manipulated and was sent to his death by Ardyn because Ardyn played on his greed. Ardyn played on Ideolus's greed. And because of that, Ideolus was a victim of his own greed. Hence why, you know, he died in the game. So, yes, I'd have to say the true evil of Niflehime actually is Ardyn Lucius Caelum, or his Niflehime name, Ardyn Izunia, the Chancellor of Niflehime, is actually the puppet master behind the Niflehime Empire and everything that went on. May the crystal be with you.